Okay, alright, so I just started to grab my phone and started recording. I installed this SSD inside my PS5 and it came up okay, showing me 65 megabytes read speed, and upon transferring about 4 games over 200 gigs, this started happening. The screen went blank and then this blue light was here blinking, and it's been like this about 3 minutes now. So I think this SSD might have died within the first minute of using it. That's crazy. Oh, alright, this is officially now 4 minutes and still blinking like this. I think I am going to turn the system off, take out the SSD and boot it back up and see what happens. Alright, so it's officially 15 minutes and the system is still here blinking blue light. So I don't know if it's still copying or what, but the copying time was about 3 minutes. It was going to take to transfer the 200 gig, and it's now 15 minutes. The screen is blank and it's blue light blinking still. I think this SSD has crashed or something, so I'm definitely going to turn it off now, take it out and hope the system is alright, and then boot it back up. And if it comes back up, then put it back in and try it again. So stay tuned. Alright, so I took the memory back out, so turns out, oh, thank God it's back. Alright, so it's definitely the memory. Definitely the memory is this. 2 minutes of using this memory, and I have this memory about, I got it in December and just decided to use it. Didn't expect it to go bad in the first 2 minutes. I made sure I read the review and there was at 4.7%, 4.5 or 4.7 I rated review. So yeah, definitely the memory is gone bad. Alright, I'm gonna check for the gate. Oh, alright, so I don't see 2 game FC 25 and 24, yeah, 24 that was transferring, and MK11 is no longer there. So 2 games, I guess that's transfer gone into nothingness. Alright, so I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna install it back in and try again, and hopefully it's a fluke and see what happens. So I'll be back again. Alright, so I installed it back in again. Here it is, Ediloca, and it's really local, and it doesn't look like it's gonna boot. Usually this should have booted already. It's 30 seconds and still nothing. Memory is getting warm, so it is working, as in it's detected. It's plugged in, or it's getting power, but yeah, there's nothing coming up. So again, after 2 minutes, my SSD has died. Yeah. Times to go see if I'm still in warranty and see if I can send this back. I'll keep you guys updated. Alright. Thank you.
This gives you an idea of how hot it got in the PS5, where the goo started to not work, and this thing was in there kind of out of alignment. So I took it out, put some new not heatsink, but the heatsink tape, you know, this stuff. Reinstalled it all back together, put it back in very carefully multiple times after cleaning it, and no matter what, every time that PlayStation comes on. It's working now when I take it out, but if it's in there, it'll say need to repair your M.2 SSD. Would you like to either turn off or format? And if you don't do anything, the screen flashes and it shuts off, and if you pick one or the other, the screen flashes and it turns off. So, you know. This little bit of white stuff is just some heatsink paste I got originally. So don't think that like I did something to it. There's a little tiny bit right here. Doesn't affect anything. Obviously, the actual memory is right here. I even installed it without the sitting kind of loose in there, with the PS5 taken apart completely, which has been cleaned 100 times, by the way. I even have a fan blowing on it. I've got it, I know it's against the wall, but I've got it lifted 3 inches. Not 3 inches, I've got it lifted 1 inch. And I've got an AC vent that blows on it on top of this. The fan never gets higher than low speed. I think it has 2 speeds. Rarely is it on the 2nd speed, and it overheats. That started happening when I put this bad boy in there. And now it's been melting in everything else. I think maybe it's either bad design on the heatsink, doesn't let the airflow right, and the RAM got too hot. Next step, I will order a adapter for this to USB to see if I can't format it on my PC, and then put it back in there and see if it'll work for a little bit. I have PlayStation Plus Premium, so my stuff gets backed up anyway, but I do have a lot of games. You can see where the sticker, see? That was a sticker that was on it. It did get so hot that sticker is kind of crusty. You can hear it. I mean, come on, it's RAM. It shouldn't impact it. And it was seated in the heatsink very well, and this is a big heatsink for that piece, you know? And you can see where the air would flow through it. I don't know why the heatsink wouldn't work. Obviously just take out all my stuff. It wasn't like that when it was in there after I repaired it. Thanks for watching.